Is it time for Paul Heckingbottom to go? Simple question, not so straightforward answer. Welcome back to Where the Gentry Walk. We've got Ash and James fresh back from the game against Wolves this weekend to give their views on some shambolic defending. Did we actually look all right until the second goal went in? And where does that leave now this club and the decisions it needs to drastically take, not only in the transfer window before next Tuesday, but also going forward? Since the new year rang in and Harrison Armstrong left this club, North End have not looked the same. And how much of that is down to Heckingbottom and his stubbornness? Great to have your company back with us. Thanks for all your comments and views last week. Harvey's working. Unfortunately, he's away today, so we're down to two. But nevertheless, we've still got excellent commentary to come. And I'll just sit back and let you two go at it, I think this week. James, how good or bad was that Wolves performance, first of all?
It's difficult for me to criticise because we were playing Wolves, and obviously we were expected to get beat probably, and I didn't think we were that bad. I thought we huffed and puffed a little bit, but there was some good signs of football. Leroy looked good in Middle at Park, but again, just the defending. We could say it every week. We could create 100 chances a game, and with that defence, we would still get beat.
The fans, Ash, of 50, 60 years, they're commenting now saying, I just don't see the vision. I don't see what we're trying to do anymore. We like him. It's not like, he's got a bad relationship with the fans. We wish him well, but where are we heading as a club? Do you understand that sentiment?
Yeah, I think the thing with Hecky is he does come across as like a really nice bloke. Like if this was Ryan Lowe having these performances, they'd be burning effigies of him. Yeah. So I think he does get away with it slightly because him and especially McCall are like really like nice people by the looks of things. But nice people don't win your football matches. And I think it was just weird to see. There just didn't seem to be any, like you said, we weren't too bad. Right, there wasn't anything horrendous, bar a few bits of poor defending. There was no like fighting us. Like there was no like we didn't go for it. And I think if we're going to play like that every week, because it's very similar to what we did against Bolton, I just don't see where we go from here. I don't see us ever like improving. So.
Yeah, there's rumours McCall was falling out with the fans after the game. I haven't seen any footage of it myself. James, can you comment on this at all?
Yeah, I've seen the clip. Yeah, there's not if it's from a certain fan, there's not a lot for me to say.
Okay, right, fair enough.
He's well known.
Okay, yeah. But we'll say no more. I know, James, you've called for his head for a couple of months now, but do you have sympathies with him? Because if you're a toolmaker, if you're a carpenter, right, and you're asked to create a table or a chair or something, you've only got the tools behind you to work with, and they're not great, and they let you down at times, then the table you produce ain't going to be great for people to look at. So can we level all of this at Heckingbottom, or do we need to blame recruitment and those higher up?
No, I think it's a double-edged sword. You can blame the recruitment team because obviously we haven't invested enough, and that's a fact. I'm not saying Heckingbottom, but apart up until this transfer window, he has had his hands tied. But that being said, Lindsay and Hughes started left centre back and left back, if you will, and Vukčević and Gibson are sat on the bench. That is down to Paul Heckingbottom. If he can't, he trains with them every day. He's there with them every day. If he can't see it, there's a problem. Because 20,000 other people can.
But it comes down to trust, though. I mean, people are saying, he must see something in training that he was not allowed to. He can't trust these people sitting on the bench. I mean, or is it just a case of actually he's got to pick a side that he thinks will get in the best result, and that's who he saw would pick the result, get the result against Wolves.
Yeah, I think there's two ways you can look at it, because from what we can all see, they're not good enough. But also what he sees in training, maybe they look great because we look awful in attack as well. So the defenders might look better in training just by virtue of our striking options not being so much. Yeah, it does seem odd. I know Gibson was suspended for the previous game, but he wasn't unfit. So why would you not chuck him back in? Having seen the performances that Lindsay especially has been putting in for quite a while. And I was quite a big supporter of his a while back. My mate's Scottish, and I was telling him that he should be in the national team when he was playing well a couple of seasons back. So it's not just bias on that part. But to start those three, it's like he has to shoehorn them into the team somehow. Like, we're now playing 4 at the back. Vukčević, in my opinion, is one of our best players. Why he wouldn't be, and especially if you're going to start Arabi up top, who's a big man, you put Vukčević on the wing essentially, and you whip crosses in. To put Hughes there, who's like knackered now, and didn't look like he was up to getting forward too much. Like, when he did, we lost the ball, they went and scored. It's just weird. So yeah, I think we need a refresh. I actually was really impressed with Clark. So if we can get, a defence of that calibre, if we can get 2 centre backs perhaps of that same calibre as him, I think we'd be in a lot better position.
It's been a poor pre-season, James. It's been a poor. Well, the Huddersfield result, you could argue, got lucky about. Got Everton in the cup this Wednesday. I'm guessing you don't really care too much about doing well in that one, and the season's begun poorly. Does he get to November, or does he get to October? I mean, I know you don't want him there at all, but I mean, he's got to be given time, hasn't he, with the players, realistically.
They won't sack him because they've just backed him that much in the transfer window. It's the most we've ever backed anyone. So it looks like they've gone big on him, but. Yeah, I mean, as you know, I wanted him out a couple of months ago. My position hasn't changed. I don't see us playing better football. He could get Neymar in the side and he'd play him left wing back. So, there's not much that will convince me with Heckingbottom, unfortunately, now.
Yeah, Ash,
I think he gets some time. I think they won't sack him because they won't want to pay to sack him, especially if there's a takeover on the horizon. They'll let the new owners do that, if that's going to happen, which seems to be dragging on forever. I think he's got to have a bit of time with his signings. But my other thing is, I think signing Divine is great for the club. And it's kind of a sign that things have perhaps changed a bit. But in hindsight now, I'm thinking... And I know it's the 6 million is probably spread over a long time, but could we have bought a few players in with that money? It's a big signing for us. And that's not me putting a signing down, but I'm wondering, like, with the lack of coverage we have in other positions now, could we perhaps got someone cheaper in the centre of midfield and actually got some wingers? Because we've been playing Divine on the right wing, which is odd. So he needs to sort out his team selections, but also he needs to get backed to get those players. I think if he gets the players he requires, maybe there'll be an upturn. Who knows? I don't know how you feel, James, but I don't feel like the players look like they're too up for playing for him at the minute. They don't seem interested.
No, they don't. There's a lack of, even like Ali McCann, half-hearted attempt to intercept. It's not like him.
Good. Some fans have tired of his substitutions, James, as well, saying that they're too late or it's just too like for like. Nothing really tactically changes in a game as well. Is that a fair criticism as well now?
Yeah, I mean, taking Lindsay off and putting Gibson on, there's no need for that. We're chasing a game. Take Lindsay off and put another attacking player on. It's always seemed to be, I don't want to upset the balance, but we never go for it. It's never a handbrake off. And what's the point sitting back defending a 2-0 defeat? You may as well go out swinging and get beat 4-1, 4-2.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let us know what you think about all of this. I speak to Sheffield United fans as well who love him as much as the next person has said. He's a manager you need to give time to, and he will build a club and will build players, but obviously he has been given time, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had 2 years.
Yeah. Shame. But anyway, he's still here for now, and obviously we'll back him. We'll back him like we would any North End manager, especially this weekend as we head to Charlton because they've had a blistering start in the capital, Ash. How do you see this one going?
hopefully we don't get a Campbell goal because Twitter will go into yeah, big shame that one. I think this is one, although they've been doing really well, and credit to Nathan Jones and them as a team, they've been doing great. I think that's really a litmus test in the fact of where they actually fit, because they're perhaps outperforming and where, let's say, underperforming. But we don't really know for sure based on the squad. I'm hoping for a win, realistically. Although I've seen what I've seen the past 2 games, this is one of the ones where you think, well, we've got to go for that. They're going to play 5 at the back. I do have this concern that Hecky then goes and reverts to type and tries to match them up, which he'll no doubt say post-interview. If he does, we wanted to match them up. But I guess we can't do that because we don't have 2 strikers unless you start Greiber. So, I want a win. Whether we'll get one, I'm not sure. And it'll be tough against a team that seem in form. But, those are games we should be winning.
Absolutely, yeah. And Bolton away on the first day back was always going to be tough, given the players up for it. They'll have an extra yard, and the Wolves were never going to be easy, of course, as well. So I think, we agree. This is going to be the litmus test, isn't it? We'll be back here next week to review all of that. Should we look at some nice kits and get your views on all of these?
Definitely kits. I don't know about that.
Right then, James, are you going to be parting any money, or have you parted any money for these 3?
What do you think?
I don't think you have.
No, not at all.
Not a fan?
I don't mind the blue one. I have to say the blue ones out the 3's the most tolerable for me.
Are you a fan of badges in the centre of shirts?
It's just something a bit different, and I don't mind. I quite like the collar as well. That's all. That's what I would say. That's probably my favourite out of the 3.
Yeah, I just don't know why if they can change the Spud Bros colour on the away one, why can't we change it to dark blue on the?
Don't start that. We'll get cancelled by Spud Bros. Jesus.
Ash, your thoughts?
So I bought the blue one because at first I really liked it. The centre badge thing is odd because of the angle on the Spud Bros logo. Everything looks a bit off centre, and I didn't realise that until after I purchased it and took it home. The white one, I hated when it was first released, and then having seen it in the shop, I actually quite like it. The more I see it, the more it's growing on me. I like the name set on the back. I think it goes well. But yeah, I think the blue one is the standout shirt, in my opinion, and the less said about the red, the better.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Red's not a North End. I mean, as soon as it came out, you've got the Blackpool fans straight in there going, "Oh, yeah, it's too close to Tangerine." Yeah, James.
They'll take anything they can cling on to, right?
Yeah, they will. I don't think it's anywhere near Tangerine, really. I just think I know what you mean, but no, it's not for me, that red one. We shouldn't play in red.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I feel like if there's red, it's got to have navy. Am I mistaken, Edge? I think if there's a red shirt, it's got to have navy sleeves. Every time we've done that, decent. But it's just like red and then slightly darker red, and it's just like, what are you doing?
Okay. Give us your thoughts on it all as well. I mean, thank you for all of the ones last week. We read all of them. Right, transfer window, and then we're done. 7 days left then. What position are we weakest in, James?
Centre half. That's what I think. Get a good quality centre back in, and I think it'll help the team out massively.
Okay, Ash.
Everywhere. I think, and I don't mean, I'm not trying to be too negative, right? But I think we need at least a centre back. We need 2 wingers, and we need 2 strikers, which is, it's as a minimum. And Alan Brown, please. I think we really need to focus. I know everybody's been saying how bad the defence is, but we just don't seem to have anything going forwards, failing maybe a header from Arabi, who took a knock at the weekend. You don't know if he's injured or not. And the fact we've got a 17-year-old as the second choice striker now that Millie's gone is just really concerning. But I figure without wide players as well, that's going to mean Divine continues to get pushed out to the wing, which is odd. It's just odd to me.
Okay. Brilliant. Right. Lots to go on then. Lots happening. But fingers crossed, most importantly for 3 points this weekend. We can't have a relegation season. In fact, we won't have a relegation season. On paper, this squad has quality in it. Let's just reset. It's only 2 games. Let's not panic too much. And for all those calling Hecky out, absolutely fine, entitled to opinion. But maybe let's just listen to common sense. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, James. We'll catch you in a couple of days. Enjoy the bank holiday weekend. Heading to London, and we will catch all of you in 7 days' time. Thank you so much for watching.